So I probably shouldn't be doing this, but let's talk about this. Now, this is a very popular website that a lot of lenders and realtors use in order to broadcast where interest rates are on social media. Now, although I think it's great to share information, I do think that this kind of information is important to provide some background and context for, because if it's shared and it's not explained, it could be considered misinformation. So I'm going to break this website down, or at least this page down, and talk about the things that you're seeing, as well as the things maybe you're not seeing. So the first thing is, you notice there are interest rates listed, but there are no APRs listed. The reason this is important is that for lenders, we are required to disclose not just interest rates, but also the APR in any advertisement we do, to showcase that there are costs associated with that rate and with doing the loan as a whole. It's basically interest rate plus fee turned into an annualized percentage. So when you look at your loan disclosures, a lot of times you'll see an interest rate, but you'll see the APR is higher. That's because every loan has some sort of cost associated with it. But this APR can also include points. Now, with these interest rates, it's assumed that you're probably paying points for these, but they don't have to show the APR because they're a marketing website. And so they don't have to follow the same lending guidelines we do. You will notice, though, their sponsors do, because their sponsors that are paying ads to show what they can offer for their interest rates have to be able to follow lending guidelines. You will see APRs listed there. So I was curious as to how the website was coming up with their information. And when I looked on their mobile website, I was having a hard time finding how they explained what they were doing to come up with these interest rates. And I went to their desktop website, and at the very bottom, that wasn't on their mobile website, there was this thing called the rate index methodology. And it explains how they came up with their interest rates, as well as some things that you need to be aware of. The first of being that there are probably points associated with the interest rate they're showing. So they admit and know that there are points that are probably associated with those interest rates, but they just are not showing what those APRs are. They're grabbing the average information from the lenders on the interest rates and broadcasting that, not the actual cost. The second thing is, it is prime interest rates. They're showing best case scenario, 780 FICO, 25% down. So the rates you're looking at are probably, in most cases, best case scenario for a lot of the lenders. The third thing is that they are saying that mortgage origination and compensation is irrelevant. Now, this is important because depending on the lender you're working with, it could be a bank, it could be a retail lender, it could be a broker. They all have different fees associated with doing their loans. Doing a loan is not free. So when you look at those APRs, that's also including the fees associated for the lender. So if a broker is charging you 2 points in fees or to be able to do the loan, that's not being shown here on this website. So I think it's just important to have a full understanding of what you're looking at. I think it's good that this website does provide up-to-date information as far as the direction of interest rates go. But at the end of the day, just if you want an accurate quote, talk to a lender, have them run your specific situation, and make sure that you provide them accurate information, because stuff like this is good to have, but it's not always telling the full story.